Hi, my name is Rik Garrett, and I'm going to show you some of my handmade books. This is the first one I made. I started it in the fall, winter of 2004. It took me maybe around 2 months. I worked on it just about every day. It's called Hex and Text, or something like that. Pardon my terrible German. The title actually comes from an intended book by Hans Ballmer's last wife, Monika Zern. She was going to write about him, but she killed herself first. So I figured the title was up for grabs, which is maybe a little cocky of me, but I did it anyhow. All the pages are made out of canvas initially, and then painted. Here's the first page. There are these paper dividers. And then each page has a 4x5 proof print. I use Polaroid film, 4x5 Polaroid film, so you get an instant proof and a negative to make prints from. And I just started having a large collection of the proof prints, and so I wanted something to do with those. So I thought I'd make an album. And I can't do things the easy way and just buy an album or make a real basic album. I have to kind of make it really involved. And that's what I did here. Because in this book, everything is held on the photo corners. And then on the back of the pages, there are journal entries basically embedded in there. The text from things I typed out on an old typewriter are transferred and the paper's removed. So it's just the words underneath this kind of layer of acrylic on the background here. And it's not exactly legible or anything, and it's not supposed to be. I guess it's something I equated to music. You don't always need to know the words to songs, I don't think, in order to have a feeling of what the overall feeling of a song is. And you can maybe pick out a word here and there, or maybe just hear the way that the words sound and still relate to it emotionally. And so, I don't know. And besides, I'm kind of evasive, and I don't really think people need to actually read any of my words, so maybe that's the real excuse. Anyhow, partway through making this book, I decided that making the pages, taking the photographs, doing the journal entry, assembling it, that wasn't enough. So partway through, I started doing audio recordings that corresponded to the journal entries. And so maybe halfway through the book, each page has a 3-inch CDR of it, and this is December 21st, 2004. And yes, it's getting harder to find places where you can actually play 3-inch CDs, which is maybe good or maybe not. And kind of like the text on the back of the pages, the audio revolves around the words that are in there, but you can't make them out. It's more just textures based on the words, using my voice, a broken cassette recorder, a 4-track tape recorder, and maybe a couple of audio pedals. And so it's just kind of built up layers of sounds. So that's this book. Has grommets. Each page is held together. I mean, the pages are all held together with a bolts and big of things like that. So that was this one. And I'd always intended there to be a series, a black book, a white book, and then a red book. I don't really know where I got that progression of colors from. It just kind of seemed right to me. Later I found out reading about alchemy that that's the progression of colors in working with a metal or a material in alchemy, and also the symbols of the colors for the progression of the alchemist, the person working with those materials as they improve themselves and work toward perfection. And so that seemed fitting. I like that. So now,